How's it going, rednecks? Some stuff has changed since I last seen you guys. As you can see, I have a window back here that has insulation in it. I will go over in better detail on the other side now that I have proven this works. What I ended up doing, just to quick go over it, is I used the body paint, painter's tape, and I taped up around the window. And then I kind of ran X's all over the place, peeled that off, and then stuck it on a piece of that foam insulation, cut it out, and I gotta say that fit pretty good. And another thing I want to address is I have all the receipts from everything I've been purchasing for this. So sometime or at some point I will go over how much of an expense I have into this, and every now and then I'll touch base on that. As well as you can see, I got the lumber for the bed, so I have the bed frame made out of 2x4s, but now I have something to cover it with. But before we get to building with this, I want to go up front here and show you a little piece that I found. Got it from LKQ actually. It is a cup holder. Now I know it's not the same color as the interior of my truck, but I gotta say, I've never seen one of these. So the likelihood of me getting the right color for my interior is going to be pretty slim. But it goes right here. So I'm going to be pulling the center console out, as well as this cassette player and this little cubby right here. And that will make it easier for me to get from my driver's seat through to the back. So the whole idea obviously behind that is to boondock. I want to be able to be kind of incognito. I want to be able to get from the front to the back without getting out of the vehicle. So before I get started with anything, I want to install that just to see how it looks, see how much easier it makes getting to the back, and yeah, it also clears up a little bit more room up here and gives me an idea of what I'm going to be able to do later in the future. So without further ado, let's get that installed. Well, there we go, rednecks. I have the center console all out, as well as this front piece. And what we have to do now is it's just 4 bolts. If you take a look, there's actually one here, and 2 right here. And that is the 2 bottom ones. And the 2 top ones, if you can see them, are right there and there. So we're going to get that thing installed there, and then we'll see what it looks like. Well, there you have it, rednecks. Like I said, the color doesn't match exactly. Don't know if I necessarily care, considering how rare this is. The likelihood of me actually getting one that matches in color, it's going to be pretty unlikely. So all that you got to do is pull down like that. There you go. You got your cup holders. Flips back up out of the way. Just like that. We have room now to get to the back. I do, however, still need to work on removing this. This is the steel bracket that the center console bolted to, which unfortunately shares the same 2 bolts as the seat on the passenger side and on the driver's side. So I'm not going to worry about this right now. I want to get to building the bed. Alright, rednecks, the lumber I'm going to be using to put the top and bottoms on the bed frame, I'm going to be using 3/8 and 1/2 inch. Right now I'm going to take my 3/8. These were 4x8 sheets. I went to my buddy's house. We cut them in half. So now they are 2 foot by 8 foot. And I need to cut them to length to fit here with my probably 1980s saw. I mean, when's the last time you seen an end on a saw that looked like that? But yeah, without further ado, let's get that cut, get that screwed on, and then we'll kind of go over more of what my plan is for this bed. Alright, rednecks, with the 3/8 inch board on the bottom bolted to our frame, what I want to do is cut a 1/2 inch board, or a sheet of plywood. That's going to be the same width and length. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on some hinges, and with that I will have storage underneath the bed. So that's the whole idea kind of behind this right now, and then eventually we're going to move this up and we'll have more storage underneath. But before we get to that, how about we cut this down? I'll throw some hinges on it and show you what we're going to end up with. we go, guys. This is kind of what I had in mind, a simple hinge I'm going to be redoing, but for the time being, that right there is what the top's going to look like. So then the mattress will go on here, but next we need to build the legs to stand off of, so let's get to cutting them. Howdy and welcome back to the next day. I installed a light right here, so hopefully you guys will be able to see me a little bit better. We are going to continue work on the bed, and this is kind of what I got planned right now. I think I'm going to use this 2x3, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a 2x4 sitting on that, and then ultimately I will use a piece of plywood to cover that, and eventually, I don't know if I will, but I want to cut doors into this, because half of it will be covered up with this canopy, and I'll build another wall in here, and I'll have a little cubby under the bed. So, but before I do that, I want to get it all boxed out, all finished, and then I'll kind of make my mind up as we go. So, also, I brought my chop saw from downstairs so I can get straighter edges on these 2x4s, because I couldn't get a straight edge with them. So, without further ado, I'm going to figure out my measurement for here, and then we're going to start cutting some 2x4s. What we have here is the bottom of the bed, so this is technically going to be the floor right here, and then storage is going to go between this and this, and the bed is upside down right now with the hinge part going this way, because I need to bolt this whole frame to this right here. So yeah, let's get to flipping that thing down, getting it centered on top of this, and then getting it all screwed together. Well, there we go, Rednecks. We have all the framework for the bed done. As you can see, I have storage right here for my canopy. We have storage under the bed. And we have potential storage for doors or drawers right here. Right now, the whole frame is kind of being held together, or the two sections are being held together with these little guys. Kind of just toe-nailed in right there. And that's because that's not going to be what holds it together. Ultimately, it will get a sheet of plywood going all the way around the side, and that's going to be what holds all them boards in, kind of holds this frame together. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm thinking next time our next video will hopefully be putting the plywood on the side here, maybe starting that wall there, maybe going over the insulation, I don't know. But with the bed being done, it gives me a good idea to see kind of, or a good idea of what my layout could be here. Yeah, so it feels good to have that thing done. But like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and get back to work.
Well, thank you, Jim. You're welcome. Not you, we named...